Hello everybody, this is Kevin from KlotzProductions, and this is the second level of Call of Duty Black Ops on Veteran difficulty. It is Vorkuta, I believe is the pronunciation. This is just the introduction to it. Then we'll obviously go into it. But this video I'll have to cut into two sections because it's about 22 minutes long. So just like before, I can't upload videos over 15 minutes. So it will be, I will cut it about halfway through at a part where it starts getting a little bit difficult. So I will let you know when we get to that point.
What happened in Vorkuta?
I was on my own.
So just waiting for the introduction to go through here. Like I said in the last video, I'm going to leave these cinematics in here in case people want to watch them. Even though I am kind of talking over them, but oh well. So here we go, we're starting up the mission. Right now we are just in a part where you can't really control anything. Just kind of the introduction. We're meeting Reznov here, who is the mastermind behind the escape plan to get out of the prison. So as you can see, he's started a fight with us to bring some guards in here. And then he's going to distract the guard. And that'll give us the opportunity to pick up a rock and then go over and hit him in the face with it. So you just hit your melee button, take out the guard. And then it will advance the scripted event here.
Mason, every journey begins with a single step.
There are actually 8 steps, which are the mission objectives for this level. The first one here he's talking about is step 1, getting the keys. So we get a knife here, we head up here, and there'll be one guy we got to take out that runs at us. So just knife him down. You can either use a melee or the right trigger to kill them, your fire button. Either one will cause the knife to attack. Once we get up here, we have to wait for him to introduce Sergey. We can't actually go forward until they're done with people blocking the hallway.
I'm glad you're a friend, Sergey.
So then we head on up the hallway. It's all been pretty basic up to this point. It will be once we get to the top of the elevator here that we'll actually have to start really doing stuff.
Step 2.
So we head in the elevator, and a knife automatically lowers, and this guy here asks Reznov if he can trust us, and so he gives his little explanation as we go up the elevator to get out of darkness, to ascend from darkness, as they say.
We are all brothers.
So we got up to the top here, and there's a guard outside with a gun, whose gun that we will be taking once Sergey kills him here. So pick up his gun, make sure it's reloaded, and then just head down over to the door here and wait for our guys to catch up.
Reznov, your men must know this is suicide.
One thing that's kind of silly, I think, about this part here is that all these guys open this door and then they just die. So it's like, what was the point of that? I mean, I can understand they need to open the door, but they didn't really do anything else. But I guess it's just part of the scripted action. So we're going to follow Reznov over here to this little coal box carrier, and we're going to take out the guy on the right side. And then there's going to be a couple on the left to take out. And we want to stay up against the coal here, the train, as close as we can if they're pushing. And we're going to have to look back and forth from the left to the right to take out guys as they're moving forward. And they pretty much alternate just from right to left. Like you saw, I killed the first one on the right, the 2 on the left, and the 2 more on the right. So now I'm killing 2 more on the left. And if you didn't see that, there were actually 2. The second guy shot him in the head. Then there's going to be 2 more on the right again as we get around this column. There'll be 1 right behind the wall, and then 1 coming over the wall. So take those both out. Look over to the left side again, and there'll be a couple more. one up on the hill, take him out. There'll be another one in the back, shoot him. Then look over to the right side again, and we want to shoot the barrels because that will take out the 2 guys that are now there. If you shoot them earlier, you won't actually kill the guys, so you want to save them until you get to the point right there. Then there's 2 more on the left side, and then that will be all for this section. We just want to stay up against the coal train here for a second. There's going to be some guys over here on the left, some prisoners setting up a rig to launch a big fireball up at the tower to destroy it. And that'll clear the way to let us move on. So there we go. Tower's destroyed, and we're just going to follow Reznov on forward. Head through the gates and then up to the door. You could actually pick up some ammo from the dead guys for your pistol, but there's not really any reason because you're going to be swapping out the pistol before too long anyway, so you won't really need it anymore.
This way!
So he kicks down the door, and we come in here, and he tells Sergei to open up the armory over here. And you can actually go on and just run upstairs, but for the sake of showing you all the story, I'm stayed here to show you all what's going on. So we follow Reznov up the stairs. He's going to go over to the left side here to rally the men. And there's actually an intel on the desk right here. It's not there right now because I already picked it up, but you can find one of the intels there.
Step 4.
So Reznov is going to release the horde or rally the troops, whichever one it is. So we're going to run up here, grab this catapult, and you want to aim for the first 2, put the bottom of the crosshair right on the dot of the target. And then for the third one, you want to put the bottom of the crosshair at the middle of the tower. And to shoot this, you just pull back and hold back on it, and then when you let go of the left trigger, it will fire. You actually get an achievement, I'm pretty sure, if you shoot those all 3 towers down without missing a shot, which I've already got it, so that's why I didn't come up here. So we're going to run downstairs, get a shotgun, blow open the door, and then we're going to wait for the guy to come over here, shoot him with the pistol, and there's actually a second one next to the wall to take out. And then we're going to pick up the AK here, and then grab the ammo from the dead guy and head over to the other side on the left. And we're going to have to start taking out some guys over here. There's one on the left, and then one behind the box. You can shoot his head. And then there's going to be some on the right as well, and more guys are going to run around from the left side. So just have to keep an eye over there to make sure that you don't get shot by them while you're taking the ones out on the right. And what we're doing here is we're just clearing these guys out so that we can move forward. See, I got shot there, so I had to pull back a little bit. Whenever you get hit, veteran, you want to pull back if at all possible because you die so quickly. But I run over here to take the ammo from my dead partners and then run up to these barrels right here. Now, you do not want to go any further than these barrels right now because if you go up to the wall where you see the prisoner standing up there, then that would trigger the helicopter to come up, and that's just more that we're going to have to deal with. So for timing issues and for difficulty reasons, we want to stay behind these barrels until we destroy the 2 trucks. So as you saw, I already took out the one on the left side. Now I'm taking out the one on the right side. And once that's gone, then we can move forward. You'll hear the helicopter start coming in right about now. Take out the guy to the right if he's there, and then you want to check behind this truck to make sure there's not another guy there, because I've had him there before. Then we'll head down the left side of the hall. There'll be between 1 and 3 people up here. This time there was just 1 and the one around the corner, but sometimes all 3 of them are there, so I have to be aware of that. So there's the second one. He was down here. And then I'm going to shoot the guy up on the roof, or at least try, and you can take some guys out through here. And then when Reznov says to run over there, then you want to get to the door as quick as you can before the helicopter comes over and starts chasing you around and shooting you. Then you run upstairs and grab the grappling hook and shoot it. And I like to run into the door to make sure that I don't get shot from the last few shots from the gun, because I have died to that helicopter before. So once it's taken down, then we head back downstairs, and this wall blows open before we can go in here. And we're going to pick up AK with a grenade launcher, which is sitting against the wall, and use a grenade to take out the guy on the left side, and then move over to the cover on the left. And there'll be one guy behind this wall. He's not always here, but he was this case, I'm pretty sure. So there he goes. He goes down, and then we'll watch the stairs, because some people will come down the stairs, and then they're going to start moving some protective shields up here. So we're going to use the grenade launcher to take them out, and that will cause some guys to move forward here. And then you want to be cautious because there are still more back there. There's going to be some more behind the protective cover, so take them out again with the grenade launcher. And then you want to move slowly up here because, like I said, it is hard to see what's going on back there and who's behind there. There's actually one guy right there you got to take out. He just kind of ran out of nowhere. And then there's another one on the left this time that shoots me and causes me to go back. Almost kills me. So that's why you have to be very, very careful when you're moving around corners on veteran. So I come over here and I decide to take him out with a grenade so that I don't have to actually get shot by him again. There he is dying. And don't be afraid to use your grenades for your AK at this point because as you can see I'm picking up more from those dead guys right there, so I'm fully loaded again. So head upstairs. This guy always gets killed. He's always there, so don't worry about him. And then you start shooting guys down at the end of the hallway. What we're doing is waiting for the red lights to come on, I guess the alarm lights. And I think you can actually run down there and take the guys out to make it move along faster. But this is a lot safer just to sit back here and use your grenades to kill them. And eventually that will cause the lights to come on and then we can move forward. And then once we get up here, it's actually where I'm going to cut the video because the next section is kind of a difficult part. So I'll split it there once we run under the door there. And that'll take us to the second part. So here we are, headed on the door, and then we'll see you at part 2.